got. Oh, don't you know? You got emotion. You got. Oh, don't you know?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for today's delays. We've had a little bit of technical issues to get the games up and running, but here we are, day 5 of MSL Dota to Kerala Minor. And welcome to game 1 of today. We have Skadi going up against Ayin. As always, this is Dante. Accompanied with me is Lama on the co-casting and Ace on Observer. What's up, Lama? How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Had a really long day and my online classes start tomorrow.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's been no different, dude. I've just been slogging away at work, you know. The usual thing, the corporate slave life. Anyway, besides all of that, we have a Jakiro and a Grimstroke banned out. So these two really good in meta position 4 and 5 support heroes being banned out straight away by both teams. Good calls. A Dark Willow and a Void Spirit ban. Interesting. A lot of AoE control provided by all 4 of these heroes.
10 seconds.
What are your thoughts, Lama?
Dire should pick now.
Yeah. Witch Doctor. That's a really good pick. All the really good supports. Huh?
Are you still sleeping, Lama? Wake yourself
No.
up.
I was just waiting for you to finish.
Oh, what a
It-
gentleman. Anyway, which doctor?
Almost every game, Jakiro and Grimstroke have been picked. Like all the games you have cast.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Almost
It's-
every game they've been picked.
Yeah, it's a little refreshing to see those 2 heroes been banned out and a witch doctor been picked up. So, something interesting to look forward to. Different heroes. I mean, he's a really strong laner. His right click is pretty heavy. It's not overpowering, but it's pretty decent. He does have a heal for his carry as well as he's got a stun. So and the maledict can be quite
Maledict
useful.
is-
Yeah.
Especially in the off lane, it's really strong.
I think
Like
even
if
on
he's playing in the safe lane
yeah.
against the off lane hero, it's really good.
Yeah. And we have a disruptor being
5
picked up, so I think we saw disruptor only in one game in all the games that we've casted up until now, and there were some really, really good glimpses in that game. I think it was a Z-Storm's game, I think. Was it? Or was it somebody else's game?
I'm not sure.
I remember it was a glimpse that ended the game, and it was not Z-Storm's game. It was an Invoker that got glimpsed back into a static field, static storm, and that potentially lost him the game. So Team Skadi, they're no strangers to us. We've seen several games of them right from last season running up to now. But Team Ayin, this is the first time we're seeing them, so
It's Dire's turn to pick.
Yeah,
Don't say
this is
any
the first
familiar
game
names.
we're casting. An Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit. So gonna see
That's
a
the
lot
first
of
in this tournament.
yeah, the first in this tournament for us at least. I'm not
For
sure about the
us.
other games, yeah. And it should be interesting to see. So if you have an Earth Spirit, potentially there's going to be a lot of rotations, a lot of ganks. It's going to be set
Early
up
game.
early game, yeah. And that could even that could snowball. The problem,
5
yeah,
seconds.
if these Earth Spirit ganks do turn out successful, he's
Yeah,
gonna
it
get
might
the
help them
farm.
snowball.
Yeah, it will definitely snowball because of his rotations, he's going to lose out on XP and gold as well. But he's going to, if these are successful rotations, then it's just going to start snowballing, not just like for the entire team.
It's Radiant's turn to ban.
A
Lich.
Lich being picked up, so a little bit of team fight potential. Disruptor, static field, static storm, catches 2-3 heroes into a Lich ulti is still a good combo that I see.
It's Dire's turn to ban.
But I feel like they lack a bit of escape right now based off the 2 support heroes that they've picked up. Whereas on the side of Skadi, I feel the Earth Spirit
They have a lot of more control.
Yeah, and they've got a really good initiation though with the Earth Spirit.
Yeah. And they have stuns, whereas Ayin is lacking on the stuns with their supports. Except for the Lich,
The Fear?
the Sinister Gaze. Yeah.
But that's like for what? Like a second and a half? Then
Yeah.
at maxed out level, so it's still for that it forces a Lich to get up front to fear someone in.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage and a Zeus Bander, and a Viper and a Tide Hunter. A Spectre
And
Bander
a
as
Spectre
well.
ban.
We saw Spectre yesterday who didn't do very well at all, did she? She
No.
really
She didn't have
struggled.
any space to farm.
She had no game, and there's a Tinkerbin Bander. But before we get on with these next set of picks,
It's
ladies and
Radiant's
gentlemen, let me one very quickly throw it up and throw up a huge shout out to our sponsors of this tournament, MSL and D2K, the 2 big giants that have collaborated to bring you guys this amazing tournament that we've been on day 5 on. And of course, live long wealth. You're reliable, you're smart people who you want behind you
5
to
seconds.
educate you in the right way with respect to stocks and shares and understanding the market. If at all you ever think about getting into that sort of a game, it is a gamble, but if you get educated by live long wealth, it'll no longer be a gamble. It will be a calculated one. as well as with my designation, those designer T-shirts, those designer masks. You want to look dapper, you want to look dope. These are the guys you want to get in touch with. So, a huge shout out to all our sponsors one more time: D2K, my designation, Live Long Wealth, as well as MSL. Now back into the draft with Brizzleback being picked up.
Another first time draft
Yeah.
for all the games you have casted.
Interestingly, yesterday was the time when I said,
It's
A
Giants'
bristleback
turn
would be nice.
yeah, and you said he's kind of not really good in this meta, and there's a slaughter against for the opposing offlane for Skadi. So I like the slaughter better than the Brizzleback, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
And the
obviously.
kind of
And also the Witch Doctor is kind of, really good against bristleback early game.
yeah, he's the Maledict is really strong against this hero,
5
right?
seconds.
Yeah.
Ace, I will need you to step in for a moment. I'm gonna grab some water, chat. Apologies, I will be right back.
It's Radiant's turn to pick.
A tiny
A tiny mid.
mid or an off mid. That's a mid tiny.
Mid. It's a mid tiny. It can be a carry bristleback as well.
No, I don't think so. It's a carry. Clings. I'm liking the draft from Team Skadi better. It
A
looks
lot
more
of
even.
clings with Orchid and Solar Crest
10 seconds.
with Slardar ult. That's a lot of
5 seconds.
armor reduction, damage reduction. What am I saying?
Yeah.
So PA would be good for Team Skadi.
I don't think so. They'll go PA. I mean,
Just who
they can. Oh, they ban a PL. That's really good, man. Who do you think is really good against Bristleback in lane?
In lane, any toxic hero like a Venomancer, Viper. Viper is already banned.
10 seconds.
The only thing toxic in here is you, Ace. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
joking.
Honest.
I'm just kidding. But so a Klink's being picked up. Is that a mid Klinks for Skadi?
Probably.
Planning.
Looks like a mid Clinks. But it can be a safe lane Clinks as well.
Yeah, but he's definitely going to have issues against his tiny. The Avatar's combo might kill him. Not might. Most probably will, as long
Only
as
if he sees it.
Sorry?
Only if he sees Clinks running around, we would have a toss combo him.
The detection game is going to be strong. We have PL and Void banned out. Swain and Slark also banned out. So some really good heroes been taken out of the pool. But we still have, I think Juggernaut still left open if Ayin decides to go with him. And I think he's pretty decent in this. Who else can you see?
10 seconds.
Sniper's still there as well. I feel like Sniper will pose a threat.
5 seconds.
Yeah, Sniper is really good. What are the carries are remaining? Juggernaut?
So I'm guessing
Juggernaut
that's
is really good.
I did talk about Juggernaut as well. So Juggernaut for both teams are left with their carries, aren't they? Unless Klinks does decide to go safe lane. Would that be viable though?
Yeah, it's viable. But I doubt he'll go safe lane. I think he's better on the mid.
Klinks on the mid, yeah. But I feel like if he matches up against a tiny mid, as long as he plays the range game against, no, I think he actually will have an advantage over the tiny.
Yeah, he will have an advantage.
The free harass.
Oh, it's a safe lane Clink.
Yep, that's a safe lane Klinks. Or it's a mid Klinks, off lane Kunkka, and a carry Slaughter.
No, I think it's a mid Kunka safe Clinks off Slaughter.
What do we? Life Stealer. Interesting. How do you feel about the Life Stealer pickup though?
I don't know. He's been weak since a couple of patches.
Interesting. I'm gonna quickly run sponsor ads, chat. Enjoy them before we get into this action. there we have it, everybody. The first game for day 5 MSL Dota 2 Kerala Minor. We have Skadi going up against Ayin. For Skadi, we have Monster on the Kunka, Ice Cream on the Clink, Shadow on Slaughter, GG Noob on the Earth Spirit, and Signature on Witch Doctor. As well as for Ayin, we have Shadow on the Lifestealer, okay? The Flood on Tiny, Deb on the Brizzleback, Survive on the Lich, and FGI on the Disruptor. So get ready, folks. We're about to jump into this action.
Day 5? Today's day 5?
It is day 5. So days are flying, aren't they?
Yeah. Ooh, that Kunka set. He said thank you for that. Oh, the bristleback set. Is that a cash set? Let me
You know
see
what?
that.
You know what that Brizzleback set reminds me of?
Boy.
Remember the movie 300?
Oh, dude, I was gonna tell that.
The traitorous Spartan?
Yeah, the traitor. I know. He
You
does
just in a
look like
game
that.
and straight away into a pause. Ace, give us a closer view of that Bristleback. Let's look at that Spartan who went.
I think he even walks like that.
Yeah. Wait, why am I looking at Disruptor? Oh, there it is. Yes, Ace. We're aware of how the heroes look. Is the game still paused? Oh, it is still paused. So interesting. Lama, let me hear your bet. Which draft do you like better? Tell me why.
I like Team Skadi's draft. It looks more evenly spread out, you know. The roles are properly filled in. Whereas on Team Ayin, I'm not liking the off lane bristleback and the safe lane lifestealer picks. Not feeling that comfortable. I mean, if I was there, I wouldn't feel comfortable with those picks. But let's see how it depends on their playing as well, playstyle.
True, but I feel like the Bristleback will do decently well against the Quail. The Clinks, sorry.
I think the Klings will do better that lane.
Just because of the additional range, right? So.
Yeah, and the searing arrows deal a shit ton of damage. Especially when, you know, Bristleback can't keep turning his back all the time
True.
in lane. And that Witch Doctor is also going to be there to help him out.
Stun.
And the Maledict is going to be the, you know, real pain in the ass for Bristleback.
So it looks like a pretty aggressive lane for the Clinks as well as the Witch Doctor. Ideally they want to come out with more kills in this lane straight off on the start. That would set the game up for Clinks really well. I mean, also along with Bristleback, be it Lich or Disruptor, somehow it just like you were saying, I don't think he's gonna fare too well.
Yeah, I'm not liking that lane as well. Let's see how the plays go. I don't like the lifestealer lane as well. He's been nerfed a lot and he hasn't got any buffs since.
So it's mid tiny against the Conker.
Yeah, I think that is in favor of Kunka.
But Tiny's a hero that's going to look to, make a little bit of early rotations, whereas in his avatar's combo, he can set up a lot of kills. Kunka, I think he needs to stand in lane, get a little bit of those items and XP, and then look to make those rotations.
Not really. As soon as he hits level 6, he can start making rotations. And I think he'll probably do that as well.
30 seconds to battle.
Ayin, though, stacked up in the trees, they're looking for a wraparound assault in this bot lane on the Clinks and Witch Doctor. 3-man here. The Bristleback Lich as well as a Disruptor. They've left the Lifestealer alone. Is it going to be a solo lane for him, though, on top? Or this is
No,
setting up
I
for the
think they're just
kill.
going setting up for first blood and then they'll TP back.
Okay, make with the killing.
There we have it, but they're gonna give away runes. And are they even gonna run into any sort of action?
Oh, that was a
They-
little. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
double. A single cast getting two of them slow. That was. They lost a
That's
rune.
unfortunate.
Just they only got one rune out of that
They only
engagement.
I don't think that was worth it.
Absolutely not. There's a mid lane. Yep. Okay, so it's a 2-1-2 format as well. I thought we were going to see a solo top lane, but Disruptor is TP'd in top.
Yeah, the searing arrows, as I told you, it's gonna be a problem for both Bristleback and Lich. He
Lich
doesn't draw
wants-
creep aggro with that as well.
I feel Lich is going to really struggle with that more than Bristleback.
No, look at how much damage Bristleback is taking with one shot. Even though he's turning his back. I mean, he doesn't have the Bristleback
Yeah.
skill take still. There you go, down to half HP.
So far, pretty even Steven. Kunka's doing fairly well in this mid lane against the Tiny.
Yeah, Kunkka has the more comfortable lane over there, as I told you. He already has a bottle.
2 minutes.
1
into the
minute.
game.
1 minute 44 seconds.
That is some insane timing.
I mean, he saved up a lot. He didn't buy anything. He just bought a quelling blade and a circlet. With fairy fire and iron branch. I think it's worth it.
Both mid lane heroes have a cleave feature, but Kunkka definitely coming away with those. That
Better
CS.
cleaves.
Yep. 13 on the CS. This Clinks though is pretty much uncontested. He's having a very comfortable lane.
But LS is second highest on last hits. I think the Slardar needs level 6 to be a real threat to the LS.
But he could deny him CS though, just bash him just before a last hit or stun him, deny the last hit.
But he seems to be having a pretty comfortable lane. He's at 11-5.
Yep, I'm noticing that, and he hasn't been harassed too hard also. Given that you have an Earth Spirit as well as Slada, you could possibly make these early. There we go. He gets a kick off onto him, but nothing off it.
Nothing off of it.
Paralyzing cast onto the Lich and gets maledicted as well. He's gonna go back to safety. Oh, that's a lot of tick damage. Meanwhile, mid lane, Kunkka's a little less than half HP.
He probably got Avalanche Toss combo. And I think Tiny might be looking for another combo here. If he does get it off, I think he might have enough damage. No. He has a bottle. I forgot about that.
Top lane, are they looking to set up on a fight? They do get one bash on him.
Just super passive lanes. Everyone's trying not to get first blood.
Yeah, Kunkka with the. Oh, that was a really good play there by Kunkka. Stealing the rune away from Tiny. Pops the haste as well. Is he gonna die for first blood? No, he doesn't. He actually could have killed him there.
I don't know what he was. I think he misclicked.
Possibly.
Oh.
He doesn't have the X mark the spot. He's only got the torrent as well as Tidebringer. So wait,
Oh.
he did get first blood. Bristleback does clean up on the Witch Doctor for first blood.
Oh,
Right around the 5-minute mark, and this Lich is looking to kill off the Clinks, but no, but he does fall eventually.
but I think that is worth it for the Klings. He does not give any XP to them, no, and he doesn't give full gold. He just splits the bounty with both of them.
Meanwhile, top lane, Lifestealer is pretty comfortable right now. He's not being annoyed or contested or anything.
2 more levels on the Slardar, and I think after that he'll face a little bit of problem. He has only 5 armor, whereas this gives 10 minus armor.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, Bristleback has no mana and no regen also. Except for the
He has tangos.
Ring of Health and Tangos, but
That's enough for him to sustain. He's pretty chunky boy. On mid lane,
Kunkka does get tossed as well. There is no the Aval toss combo onto him. He does pop the board, which does connect onto the Lich, who is stuck in the backline. The Lich eventually falls to the cleave of the Kunkka. Earth Spirit is here with the rotation, gets a silence out of the Tiny, but there is no further pursuit.
oh, the Tidebringer didn't hit him.
Unlucky, and Tiny gets a regen rune.
Oh, that's lucky. But I think Kunkka came on top with that. He got a kill as well.
Absolutely. Bot lane, we see Bristleback one more time struggling to this. But there's a avalanche and a toss by Tiny. Kunkka is really, really low. He's got to be careful, but he walks away back, safety of his tower. So regen up. Calls in for a little bit of extra regen. Meanwhile, Witch Doctor is stealing a bounty from bot lane. Top lane, a little bit of action, and it's an easy cleanup for the Slaughter as well as the Spirit. Trying to get the body blocks onto this Lifesteal. He does manage to get him stunned as well, but Lifesteal is gonna just infest and into this Earth Spirit. He gets another stun off onto Lifesteal, does pop his Fairy Fire and cleans up the Earth Spirit.
That is really well played by the Lifestealer. I thought he was gonna fall over there.
He hasn't queued up anything, or I can't see it what he's queued up, but I said he on 600 gold, so he's just bought something. Let a courier onto him, no there isn't. Witch Doctor being dove on again, Bristleback, he does have the Maledict on him. One more tick, he might fall. Yes, he does, absolutely. So there's just a position 5 for a position 3, so they're gonna be happy with that. Skadi.
But that means Lifestealer is getting free farm on top. And might possibly get a kill. No, it does not.
Oh, Slara does manage to get out of that one.
Yeah, Lifestealer up there in the last hits with 41 last hits.
Yeah, he's had a really amazing start. I mean, we actually thought the Slaughter in lane with him would actually harass him more, but that's not the case. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Klinks is going on to his Bristleback, who's got a lot of stacks of the goo on top of him. The mucus is stacked up, but he eventually falls, so there is no saving him. Witch Doctor did throw the paralyzing cast to provide a little bit of support. X-Mark has been dropped onto the Tiny into the board. He does get clipped by a torrent as well. He dodges the torrent, but Lich, fearing the Kunkka just to provide a little space. Tiny walks back in, a little greedy for the Witch Doctor kill. Does get cleaned up. And Witch Doctor drops out his death ward, killing off 2. No, killing off
Before
1.
falling himself.
Yep. Kunkka with the cleanup there.
I think Team Skadi is happy with that as well. Earth Spirit getting some XP and last hits in mid lane.
He really needs it. It is almost 10 minutes. He's at level 5. Meanwhile, bottom lane, this Bristleback is in a whole different world of problems.
Liz seems to be having a really comfortable lane.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought he would
Liz.
have a much harder lane than that.
Yep. He's gone into the jungle. He's happily farming away. I think you think he's gonna go Radiance first?
No, I think he's probably gonna go an Armlet.
Radiant's middle
Or he might go Radiance. He hasn't queued up anything.
Witch Doctor one more time with the runes. No, he doesn't get. He gets it though. Throws out a cask as well instantaneously. As soon as he saw that Tiny does get slowed long enough for Witch Doctor to snag that rune.
If you're looking for Radiant's bottom tower, better hurry.
A bit of a slowdown now, isn't it? But there's a bit of action. Bottom lane, signature might drop. Does prop the 6 stars as well to delay. But Earth Spirit is here as well. Pops his ulti, does get one. There's a slow to this disruptor. He's gonna fall as well. So Blizzard back as well as a disruptor for a Witch Doctor King. I'll take that any day. Meanwhile, top lane though, the Slaughter is running down this Lifestealer. And Lifestealer's queued up a Sanj right now. Meanwhile, mid lane, this Tiny does get caught in the torrent into the Tidebringer. All of a sudden, Skadi have woken up. They've just gotten 3 kills across the board.
Dire's top tower is about to fall. Just wait.
The fights are gonna be going in favor of Team Skadi for now.
They just need to keep pushing this aggression. You know, I don't think Ayin have the fast-paced heroes to keep up with it, especially mobility-wise. There's another cast onto this Bristleback who is in a world of pain, getting hit by the searing arrows of Clinks.
Dire's middle tower is having a
Lifestealer has got himself a Sanj.
Yep, he already
at
had.
11 minutes.
Yeah, he had queued it up. He's bought the Sanj straight away.
Yeah.
There's a tiny avalanche and a toss combo onto this Kunkka. Kunkka does pop his drums, looking to run away, but no, the glimpse and the static, what was that thing called? The static link? What's that spell called?
Glimpse?
Thunderstrike. No, Thunderstrike.
Oh,
I don't know.
Thunderstrike.
It's a static, my bad. The Thunderstrike on the helm, easy secure, but they are looking to rotate top lane right now. Slada is sitting all alone. He's gonna get surrounded and overwhelmed right now by Tiny with the Invis rune. Has so much information. Doesn't spot out Clinks though. Does get the pullback onto the Lich, but the Magnetize has been dropped onto 2 heroes. Tiny with a quick sniper, the Avalanche toss combo onto the Slaughter. Clinks looking to get away from this. He's being chased by the Tiny as well as the Disruptor. Looking for a pullback, but a Lich ulti has been popped. The Earth Spirit providing the space that's needed for this Clinks. Clinks still looking for it, but he does. Did he know? No, it was just a random stun. But they do pop up the detection now. They are aware of it, but a little too late. They get caught by the boat. The Tiny's in a bad position. He's gonna fall as well.
tower is under attack.
And that turned a little sideways for them. I thought they actually knew where the Clinks was for a moment. But no.
Yeah, no, he just saw him go
Unlucky.
invis and he threw the avalanche.
Unlucky
Dire's top tower is
to have not been carrying detection. In fact, Disruptor did have it. He dropped the ward a little too late. Yeah, bottom lane Lifestealer is bought now as well. Already has the Slaughter ulti thrown onto him.
Oh, Tiny getting caught in the
Tiny
lane.
in the wrong spot, surrounded by no allies except the Disruptor, who came a little late to the party. Throws on a little bit of a light switch and then goes away. Kunkka with the DD rune bottled up. Skadi slowly starting to accelerate this 5k gold net worth lead right now.
Dire's middle tower is
I really love his rotations by the Earth Spirit. He is setting up all the kills so far, and he's always been the first responder when it comes to being ganked. There, the Bristleback gets X-Mark back into a boat, and there's an instant glimpse on the Earth Spirit, but he has popped his ulti onto the Disruptor, who's probably going to fall as well as the Bristleback to the Tidebringer. They do clean up
This-
against mid tower as well. Where bottom lane, Lich ulti that gets thrown out to one hero alone just to get the additional damage to secure that kill for that life stealer. You were saying, Lama, I cut you off.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Shit, I forgot.
Wow. Okay. Back to the game at hand. Kunkka, what about you, Rune? He's been awfully lucky with these bounty rune pickups.
Runes.
Yep.
Look at Dyer's bottom tower.
Klinks is going in for the Desolator, and he might have it in another minute. I think with this tower falling, he will have his Deso.
Oh, and there goes Dyer's bottom tower.
There we go. Klinks will obviously have his Desolator right now, so he's going to be even more scarier to fight into.
Nothing good happening to Radiant's middle tower.
Tiny with just the boots. 15 minutes into the game. Nothing else to show for it.
He has a blink in his stash.
That was
And,
now. He didn't
yeah,
have
and
a
also
blink
he
of
has.
There's an X mark onto the Blizzardback. Will connect onto the board as well. Meanwhile, Earth Spirit is on top of this Lich, and Blizzardback will be instantly cleaned up. I'm starting to see why you said this Blizzardback is just not really good this patch.
Dyer doesn't
Yeah.
look too scared of Radiant's
And also
top tower.
against the Team Skadi's heroes, really not good.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dyer's bottom tower. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
I was drinking some water, sorry. Smoke play. Is that the first smoke we're seeing this game?
Yeah, this is the first smoke.
Dyer's
And we
middle
might
And
tower
they
see
converted
you-
into something.
They might catch the Kunkka.
Oh.
Disruptor doesn't spot him. Kunkka is aware. Tiny still in Viz. Does blinking aggressively. Does not manage to catch the Kunkka. Kunkka with a bottled up arcane room. That's not a Kunkka you want to fight into. Unlucky for Ayin.
But there are
No,
four
but
people
the Tiny's
converting.
gonna walk into this Kunkka as well. Does get the blink avalanche toss combo onto the Kunkka, but nothing else. The Earth Spirit is there with the stun. Pops his magnetize onto the two. There is the board as well connecting. There we go. Everybody's wiped. Oh, two of them are wiped. There's an instant buyback by the Lich and a glimpse back on the Kunkka to save himself, the Disruptor, but nothing comes off it. There was a buyback on the Lich, but
He's just gonna run away. He can't do anything.
absolutely.
The snowball effect. Well, 2 minutes back it was 5k net worth. Now it's 10k net worth lead.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Skadi, 9 kill difference ahead of Ayin right now. But they are gonna find this Blizzardback one more time. We'll get X marked into the torrent combo. Earth Spirit is there with a roll in but doesn't connect. There's a Lich ulti right now, been thrown out. It is bouncing around, but the side of team score, they do have the ability to move around and kite that out. There is a board thrown out, but it's not going to connect on one. But Tiny blinked into the board and does get caught. Lifestealer looking to finish off this Kunkka right now, but there's a death ward forcing him back. Earth Spirit with the roll in. It doesn't get anything done onto him, but instead he gets glimpsed back by the Disruptor for that save. Tiny one more time blinks and aggressively gets the Kunkka in the backlines. Meanwhile, Klinks cleans up this Disruptor, who does get bashed and stunned one more time. But Tiny tosses in this Slaughter, who is getting eaten by his Lifestealer. And there is another heal effect from this Witch Doctor. I think he's going to be dead as well. Signature, you saved too far behind to save your woman. Well, no. He's going to get tossed. Oh wait, there's no... Did the Avalanche connect onto him? There it is now. I think they're going to give that off to the Lifestealer. One more hit. Witch Doctor playing the plays. He gets away.
Gets away.
The stick charges and the Glimmer Cape. Beautiful plays by Signature to get away.
And he still had a Fairy Fire.
This man has come prepared. Kunkka with a halberd pickup. He has exhausted all his drums. He's queued up an Aghanim Scepter right away next. So I like that. I feel like the Kunkka Aghanim Scepter looks really interesting to look at with all the torrents that pop out on screen.
Yeah, but it's not really that effective when you have a huge team fight going on and your team depends on, landing their skills. But here, I think it's a decent pickup. He'll have a lot of control.
I guess more than dealing any sort of damage, it provides disruption in the team fight.
Yeah.
It throws people off position and it causes a little bit of control chaos. So I think that's something that they can definitely play off. But there's another smoke play coming out from Ayin. They're going to look to engage onto the Slaughter. That's the one person they're going to find. Tiny Smoke does get broken with Slaughter with an instant blink away. He's working towards his BKB, so I don't know if I really like this BKB pickup. I mean, it would be better if he went for something that supported the team a little more. Maybe a Crimson.
I don't know why
Wait
he's
a
going
second.
for
There is. No, that was an illusion disruptor. Oh my goodness. The static storm and field with a tiny toss.
I mean, he smoked. How didn't he realize that it's an illusion? His smoke didn't break.
Exactly. Unlucky. Unlucky.
Sad.
And they're not even aware they're doing Roshan. Or are they? They're not aware of the fact that the Roshan has been quickly picked up by Skadi right now.
Yeah, he has a Desolator. So the Roche didn't stand a chance. A Deso and a Crystallis. Not bad at 21 minutes.
I mean, he will have his Daedalus pretty soon as well. In another. By 25 minutes, he'll probably have his Daedalus. And if he does finish off his BKB, he's not going to die this Clinks. It's going to be really, really difficult to fight into. And Skadi, they're just bravely marching down mid. They've got the Aegis on their side.
To let that middle tower fall?
Kuka X marks this disruptor. There is a static field as well, but goodbye disruptor. Clinks is there to clean that up. Meanwhile, Tiny with the avalanche, but it's going to connect on only two heroes. But right now, Slaughter is getting feared back in. He will fall. This Witch Doctor does get away to safety. There's another paralyzing cast being flown around. Connects onto this bristleback. But nothing else off. Clinks looking for more blood right now. They have got the tower. There it is. X marks the spot into the boat, but it misses this bristleback Clinks right now. Look at the lane. The Witch Doctor's Death Ward is so good, but they do lose out this Earth Spirit. I think he died to the Quill Spray of this bristleback on the Death Ward. Witch Doctor trying to juke it out. There's no way he's gonna get away this time.
Dyer's top tower has some radiant-shaped problems.
Oh, he's got a double damage rune bottled up. Kunka. Clinks did manage to get away in that team fight.
Don't they have the Aegis?
They do. No,
They're not pushing up the high ground.
They still have it. I guess they want to wait for the entire team and then push. I mean, you said it yesterday, Lama. You know, you gotta push at the right time. If you push unnecessarily, it could cost you the game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's exactly what they're trying not to do.
I mean, but I think it's a really good time to push right now.
9k gold advantage. This graph hasn't. Okay, it did dip a little down after that last team fight. For XP, but not for net worth. Right now, Skadi is smoked that they probably will run into the Disruptor, who's going to get instantly deleted. Good night, Disruptor. Tiny was spotted out as well, but he managed to blink away. Does have the Slaughter ulti on him, so they have that vision. It's going to fade now. The major teamfight combo of the Disruptor is taken out of the equation. He has buyback though.
And over here, Radiant's top tower.
I mean, I think they should just take this tower and start pushing high ground right now. They have the Aegis and they have all their ultis back up.
Bottom tower, Jax. Radiant's
Yep.
I think the only thing they're scared of is that Lich ulti.
Dyer's bottom tower has
The
fallen.
Lich Disruptor ulti into the Tiny Avalanche combo. It is a little hard to fight into, you know, especially if
I
you're
mean, I
high
don't
ground.
see Static Storm doing that much damage right now.
It's not the damage, it's the ability to hold them all down while the Lich ulti bounces around.
Yeah, if he catches all of them.
Lifestealer also with the Desolator and the Sanj and Yasha pickup, but I still feel like he's gonna. The amount of damage stacked onto Clinks right now when he has his ulti on. And we have a pause champ for the Disruptor. He's dealing close to 350 damage. Clinks. Once he's consumed
Pause.
Death Pack.
Why is nobody playing this game? The mini game.
In the middle of a heated tournament match.
No, let's just chill for some time.
Chill.
What are you laughing about?
No, I'm just thinking about you saying chill.
What's funny in that?
I have no idea.
Crazy people laugh for no reason.
I feel like if Skadi delays this further, they're gonna have issues. Major issues.
Yeah, that's why why they're not pushing high ground. I think they're going for all the T2s and then they'll push high ground. That's also not bad, but if the Aegis times out, then it's really bad.
Yep.
How many seconds of Aegis?
I have a speck of dust that's been stuck in my eye since last night.
Do you keep rubbing it? Are your eyes red?
There's something poking in my eye, but I can't take it out.
Try fingering your eye. Like if you use the use your finger to
Just want to throw a quick reminder for you guys. If you guys want to know, have any preference of games that you want casted for tomorrow's second match, then the voting should be open in some time. So keep your eyes peeled for that and ensure you cast your votes for the games you want to see.
So, what else, Danny? Why is everything so silent?
I'm just reading chat. Struggling a little bit to read this.
Take your time, take your time. We have all the time in the world. Ooh, how's the rain over there?
Where? What do you mean? I have no rain on my end of the town, dude.
It's been raining heavily over here. That's why.
I mean, I've been getting there for quite some time.
It's been raining for since afternoon. It's been raining heavily. I think this is the longest time I've seen it rain in Bangalore for so long.
Right. Chat, I sincerely apologize. I seem to have forgotten to take off a designations product ad that was running. My fault, chat. My bad. I'm so sorry. I think I let that run for 25 minutes. I just noticed it now.
More than 25 minutes. It was running yesterday also.
No? Yesterday I took it off right after I always take it off right after the runes are picked up of the first. Yeah.
Oh no, yesterday it was running. I saw it in the stream.
What?
Yeah.
Chat, you need to remind me if that goes on beyond the rune point.
I thought you kept it in there.
No, it was only up until then. So we have another pause champ moment.
Oh, he's back.
Finally, we are unpausing now, chat. Here we go. I'm rubbing it too. Oh, They mean eyes. What? At UI? Okay, brother. All right, back into the game we go. So, yeah, like you said, Lama, I think Skadi's just looking to clear up and clean up all the tier 2s before they do push up high ground.
Yeah. That's so good.
They do run out of the ages, so that's a little unfortunate for them.
That's bad. They should have gone. They should have just gone bot high ground with that Aegis. It was really bad for going for this T2.
Dyer's top tower has some radiant.
It was a waste of the Aegis. Now see they're making a rotation with the smoke.
Yep.
That's really well played by.
Ayin trying to make a rotation with the smoke. Tiny does catch out this. Wait, he instantly deletes both the supports.
That was really well played.
That was really quick. He caught the Earth Spirit Avatar's combo onto him. What happened to the Witch Doctor?
The lifestealer came out of him, no?
Oh, the explosion. Yes, the
Yeah,
infest
it
bomb.
explodes. I think Pucha's voice is very low. Who's Pucha's?
We have no idea who. Huh? I think you're on the wrong game, Nevin.
Is Pucha someone from the Malayali streaming?
I think so.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, both teams just gonna walk back into their jungle to pick up tier 3 items right now. When is Val Val's game? It is the next game. Wow, as soon as this game is over, we will have probably a 5 to 10 minute break and we'll jump straight into the game. It was scheduled for 10 o'clock, but due to technical issues, we've had a delay. So I'm guessing give it another 15-20 minutes, basis of when this game ends. Right now, though, I'm surprised that Team Ayin is just sitting in their base. The fear of even wanting to step out. They did get lucky with those 2 kills.
I mean, they can't really do anything much here. Team Skadi has taken control of the jungle, but they do have wards. They can still farm, so
They have the
I think this
vision.
lifestealer is happy.
I mean, with the Paladin sword pickup, so he should be pretty happy with that. That's gonna the 16% lifesteal on stacking on top of his own natural lifesteal that he has.
More than that, amplifies the wearer's regeneration, healing,
Yeah.
lifesteal. That is more important.
The- all of-
14%.
Yeah, so on him, I think it's a really good item
it's
to
a
have.
really good item.
And he got lucky with that drop. Meanwhile, just going through neutral items, Clink still has the Imp Claws. That's a tier 2. Spider Legs on the Slaughter. I don't see anyone else better with the Broom Handle on the Kunkka. So I'm surprised he hasn't picked up any other better tier 2s. He could have gone for the
Yo,
ring.
there is this one, the Quickening Charm. I don't know why he hasn't gone for the Quickening Charm.
Quickening Charm as well. There's a Philosopher's Stone. The Earth Spirit makes sense, and the Telescope.
I think he's forgotten about it.
They have a Quickening Charm as well as a Repair Kit, so that's also pretty good to carry around. But they are smoked up right now, looking mid lane. They are aware of this. Oh wait, they do catch up the Disruptor. I'm surprised the Clinks actually saw the Lifestealer hitting this creep wave, the camp instead, but refused to fight.
Lifesteal is still third on the net worth. He's doing pretty fine.
Bristleback also. I mean, like there is a 5,000 difference between him and Clinks, and he's actually doing better than Slaughter. So that last team fight did cost him a little bit.
Tower full?
This tiny Lifestealer combo is really nice. I like that.
Bristleback going in for the Octarine core. So I like the Lotus pick up on him. Dispel those X mark the spot. But this is going to be an easy Roshan here.
Yeah, and now they better go the high ground.
Tower's about full. Can't say he's wrong.
It is now or never. Tiny though. Another Infest bomb coming up, I guess. They are looking. Once again, Skadi running down mid lane. They are looking, but they're not. Both teams on the wrong lanes of each
Tower
side.
is under attack.
Tiny's gonna quickly TP in mid. Lifestealer jumps out as well. I'm looking at Earth Spirit for this initial roll in initiation, but we're still not seeing it. Whereas Team Ayin also standing really spaced out to ensure they don't get caught by the Magnetize if he does roll in.
It's a standstill.
Both teams just waiting there patiently.
Oh, Dazzle. I mean, Disruptor,
Dazzle,
sorry.
Disruptor.
Huh?
So, yeah, they've got the right heroes to defend this high ground.
Oh,
Skadi really need to catch Slaughter with a blink and instantly stuns onto the Brizzleback, but he gets glimpsed back. Pops his BKB, runs and pops his ulti onto this. There's a Lich ulti bouncing around, but that's not gonna go very far. There's the Kunkka Torrent Storm as well on top, but Slaughter is gonna bash down the Disruptor, takes out the equation. Now that they don't have to worry about this, but in the backline, Tiny blinks in, catches out this Witch Doctor. There's a buyback from the Disruptor, but Tiny's caught out in no man's land. He's on the wrong side. There's the Magnetize on him as well. Slaughter is just laying into him with the ulti on him. The Corrosive Haze, enabling him to kill him off a lot faster. Lifestealer, oh my goodness, you're in the wrong neighborhood against that Clinks. Gets instantly deleted. Now Skadi's just gonna walk up top. Irons at this point, they're throwing bodies onto Skadi. They've expended close to 3 buybacks now.
I think
Back is just gonna run in now, but he's really low. There's a glimpse back on the Clinks, who does get caught by the Tiny, but Clinks is still gonna live through this. No, he does get taken out, but that's his Aegis though. He's gonna be back, but then meanwhile there are bodies just lying. There's a dieback on the Disruptor, and Lifesteal is in the grave for 80 seconds with no buyback.
I think they can push this. Maybe they can even end it over here.
They could potentially end it right now. There's an X mark on the spot. But the Tiny with the Avalanche Toss combo on the Clinks, finishing him off. But at the cost of his own life, that's another dieback for him. Meanwhile, Brizzleback still standing very strong and defending this one man against his Kunkka. But Kunkka is really healthy. Just doesn't have the damage on him to finish off this Brizzleback. Meanwhile, Lich standing really far away. They're just delaying as much as possible. Meanwhile, they're just standing here into the Torrent Storm. They go. There's a kickback onto this Bristleback, and he's gonna fall as well. And he's in the grave for another 90 seconds. No buyback.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
They could possibly end it here. If they had the Clinks, they could have.
If they had the Clinks, they could have ended it. But they could go in for one more lane of racks. Maybe. I think just the tower, I guess, not the lane of racks.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tiny's still in the grave for 40 seconds. Lifesteal should be back up in about 7 seconds. It's just the Disruptor and the Lich.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Dex.
I feel sorry for Disruptor, absolutely. He's had a pretty rough game. 1 and 12. Kunkka though, just constantly with that halberd onto the Lifestealer. He does pop the X as well as the board, but Lifestealer is going to rage and just run at the Witch Doctor, but backs away instantaneously. Because the Clinks is back in action. They're all back.
Everyone backs off right now. I think they could have taken the other barracks and then gone. But since everyone respawned, I think it is good for them to back off.
But the Avalanche Toss combo from the Tiny, it just really destroys the Clinks, doesn't it? I think they're going to look for another Roshan. They're going to wait for it another 2.5 minutes. So we're...
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Oh, bounty!
So what do you think Team Skadi should do here?
Well, they're pretty much doing exactly what I said. They're just gonna wait on the next Roshan, farm up until then, push in the waves. There is no need for them to be aggressive at this point, because they have cleaned up 2 lanes of racks. There's only the top lane left. They're just gonna put a little pressure on the top lane. But if they do look to fight, they have the disadvantage because they don't have any buybacks. If they lose one more team fight, they're potentially over. But Tiny does catch up the Disruptor. Toss combo, but Disruptor lives with the instant Glimmer Cape onto him. But meanwhile, in the back, he does get glimpsed back. And through his death, Kunkka, though, is in the wrong spot. But there is. Klinks is in action. He does clean up the Tiny as well as a Life Stealer. And I just said it a little earlier. The Agni Scepter as well on the slot are coming into play. Pops his BKB. And this is game. There's nothing for them to do. Meanwhile, while all this is going, Kunkka is having his own dance of death with his Bristleback.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There is nothing to be done for both teams. There's an X mark as well. There's nothing that Disruptive Bristleback can do to delay this. They're not even going to bother to look at him at this point.
Dire's middle tower is full.
Ayin not even calling it at this point, but it is GG. This is going to finish up and take this throne. There's a glimpse to delay a little further. And with that, we come to the end of game number 1. I mean, Skadi played that one beautifully right from start to finish. You know, they knew exactly what they were going for, and they just went for it. There's nothing to be said, right? Lama, did I lose you?
No. Hello?
Did you fall asleep again?
No, I didn't fall asleep. I was talking.
Wait, your microphone.
You couldn't
bro.
hear me?
Your
Oh
microphone.
my god. I need to get this fixed. I don't know what's wrong. Why does it keep disconnecting?
Anyway, chat, that is the end of game number 1. Stay tuned for game 2. Be back shortly.
seconds left. Radiant's turn
Anyway.
to ban.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2 of day 4 of the MSL Dota 2 Kerala Minor. We have Team Val Val, returning champions of last season, going up against Team CB. They're a new team. Might I say their banner looks
10
really
seconds.
clean though. Really nice banner.
It's a ripoff of the OG banner.
A little bit, but I like the design on the flag, dude. There's some really neat, intricate work with the bottom sections also.
Yeah.
Dyer's turn to ban.
So we have Void Spirit banned out straight away. I have the double mouse glitch on my screen. I apologize. Meanwhile, Lama, what do we remember
Yes.
from Team Val Val
10
from
seconds.
last season?
I just remember they played really well and really clean.
5 seconds left.
Yeah,
They
also,
didn't-
they're pretty high up on aggression. They hit their timings really well.
It's Dyer's
And
ban.
Yeah.
one thing I
And
remember
they coordinate really well.
yeah, their coordination and the rotations they make are very clean. They don't. As much as I remember, a lot of their rotations always ended up in
Radiant's
securing a
turn to
kill
pick.
or an
Yeah.
objective. So we have Grimstroke banned out as well from Team Valve, whereas CB have banned out the Jukiro and the Rubik.
Hmm.
Dyer pick.
I think Hiro Sensei was on a Rubik last
Oh,
season, one of
first
the
pick.
games, and a Pudge picked up. Ace, you must be pretty happy with this Pudge pickup. You're a Pudge fanboy, aren't you?
Absolutely.
The
Yeah,
excitement is this guy's voice.
It's just that he doesn't land his hook, that's all.
5 seconds left.
It's okay. It's okay. You'll get there. Meanwhile, in response to a Pudge, we have an Earthshaker being picked up from CB. So I like that. You know, he can long range stun. He can disrupt the dismember. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like, what is
Dyer's
that thing
turn to
called?
pick.
And a Venomancer being picked up by Team Val Val. We lasted 2 days without seeing the Venomancer, and it's back again now.
Back to annoy everyone.
10
Well, let's see how this shapes up. So,
Radiant's turn to ban.
Oracle.
Oracle. I like that response draft. I like that response. The debuff of the Venomancer, the heal, as well as, and the saves. So, really good hero to pick up. He's so strong as well. In lane, he is strong with his purifying flames. Then the nuke that he comes out
It's
with.
Radiant's ban.
Slark has been banned out by Val Val straight away, and there's a Kunkka ban in response to that. While we go to this
I think
mid
we've
section.
seen Tyrant playing Kunkka, right?
Sorry?
I think we saw last time Tyrant playing Kunkka.
I think so. I'm not too sure. All I remember is that I know Val Val swaps their mid and safe lane quite a bit.
Yeah.
So we might see a little bit here of that. But before we get any further into this draft, chat, one more time, throwing out a big, huge shout out to MSL and D2K who've collaborated for this amazing tournament. Season 2 of Dota 2 Kerala Minor brought to you by these two
10
guys.
seconds.
Of course, they're not individual people. By guys, you guys know what I mean.
5 seconds left.
Of course, live long wealth.
It's Radiant's ban.
Thinking about investing some of that money, you think about lying around, thinking about investing in shares and stocks and playing around the market, understanding it, and you have no idea how to go about it, get in touch with these guys. They'll educate you proper. They will get you on the right path to invest in that money carefully and ensuring you make those returns. So live long wealth, be sure to check them out.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Whereas my designation, designer t-shirts, face masks, you wanna look really cool while you're out on the street or you're playing Dota at home, or when you get out, you gotta do your normal everyday errand runs. You want a mask that's gonna look really cool, match your personality. Definitely get in touch with my designation. They will hook you up with one of those really cool masks that they custom design. Or if you've got
10
something up your alley, up your mind that you have planned out, then they'll do that as well.
5 seconds left.
So of course, one last shout out to our sponsors for this tournament: MSL, Live Long Wealth, My Designation, and D2K. Having said that, Lama, talk to me. Back to the draft. Underlord and
Medusa.
Tide. There's a Medusa. So we're looking at a long game, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We
Spectre,
are.
definitely we're looking at a long game.
Long game.
I mean, yeah, there's no way you can be aggressive with a Medusa on your team. You've got to wait for her to get at least 3 items to be really, really threatening in those team fights.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
same thing for the
Spectre on the
Spectre.
other hand can, pick up early items and be aggressive.
Yep.
There's a Sand King.
I like CB's draft so far. They've got a draft going in such a way that they can provide the space for Medusa. I mean, I do see Earthshaker, Sand King, as well as Oracle rotating.
Yeah, getting some kills.
Yeah, getting kills
10
and
seconds.
being that menacing annoyance across the map. Because there are 2 stuns.
seconds
Sand King, of course, is really threatening in lane with the Sandstorm.
Radiant's turn to ban. Weaver.
And a Weaver we picked up. I'm pretty sure that's an off-lane Weaver. So the additional save for Spectre. So they have the Oracle.
That's really good.
Yeah, on CB they have the Oracle, and I'm pretty sure this Weaver looked to go in for an Aghanim Scepter to save the Spectre from
10
I
seconds
hope he
to
does.
ban now.
potential.
I'd
death.
like to see that.
Meanwhile, Val Val do ban out the bear. Ursa is banned out, and CB they've banned out Anti Mage. Onto their next. We've got 2 more bans to go through before we get to the final picks of
Radiant's
this
turn
drafting
to
phase.
ban.
And Swain has been banned as well. Interesting why they would ban out the Swain, because
Swain. I
Are
don't
they
know.
thinking-
AM, I understand Medusa pick.
yeah, but
10 seconds.
they banned the
Swain
AM
is a
before-
strong hero.
Swain is a strong hero, but where would he
5
play?
seconds left.
Are you gonna put the Weaver mid lane and put Swain off lane? I'm not
Dyer's
sure.
turn to ban.
Because you can't put the Spectre anywhere else but safe lane. That is a hard carry. Medusa is
It can
definitely
be a
gonna
Weaver mid lane.
a Weaver mid lane against the Medusa.
Yeah, possible. Why not?
But wouldn't he get constantly nuked by the snake? The mana going away from Weaver is.
Oh,
it's
the
gonna
mana
problem.
does not
seconds.
be taken anymore. It's only damage and slow.
Oh, damage and slow. Okay, that's a
5
rework that I was not
seconds
aware
left.
of. So, yeah, I see that. I see now that being a little more
Radiant's turn
viable.
to
But
pick.
they've banned out Sniper as their final ban from CB, and Juggernaut being banned out from Val Val.
Dyer's turn to pick.
So far, the only thing I
Oh.
see is there we have it. I was just gonna say Val Val lack a little bit of catch and lack a little bit of stuns, but they've got an Invoker to set up those team fights and disrupt CB early on. So that's a definite mid Invoker. Weaver on the off lane, Spectre on the
10
mid.
seconds.
I mean, what am I saying? Mid Spectre on the safe
Safe
lane.
lane.
Veno position
5
4.
seconds
Pudge.
left.
Is a Pudge 5 or a Veno 5?
I think it's Veno 5 and Pudge more of a roaming hero.
Probably a little unorthodox 4 and 5 picks from Val Val, but if they make it work, they make it work. They are the defending champions after all.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what's the final pick for Team CB gonna be.
CB utilizing their reserve time. They've got a minute and a half. They're gonna consume it all before they make that final decision. But it's an Invoker against the Medusa, and he possibly will go Quas Vex, to drain the mana of the Medusa and be annoying. Or do you see
Yeah.
him going Exort?
I think early game he can go Exort because he doesn't really need to harass Medusa that much in early game. She's already weak.
Yeah, and she's gonna be passive anyways, more or less. She's
She's just gonna be farming.
Yeah, look to push out waves and then take her camps on either side of the mid lane.
Yeah.
Is it feasible to put the Medusa safe lane though? Would that work? No, right? I mean, it will only slow
You-
down her farm and her progression lots. Slower.
Yeah, but it depends. Like if she's laned with a kill potential hero and she keeps getting kills, then it's fine. But it's mostly a mid hero. He needs the
Because
farm.
Even if she goes safe lane, she'll be paired up with the Oracle, and I don't see a lot of kill potential there.
Yeah.
Unless they run a tri lane. We haven't seen any teams run tri lanes this
Nope.
tournament or the last tournament. Or is the tri lane meta completely dead now? Is nobody
It's
even
not
wanted-
completely dead. It's not that viable anymore.
Mhm. On to the pick, and they pick up a
This is
Brood
where you choose your
Mother.
hero.
Brood Mother.
So it is a safe lane Medusa then. Interesting. Is the Broodmother gonna be mid against the Invoker?
Yeah, yeah.
This gamble could either work out for them or completely not work out for them because
It'll go either two ways. Either Broodmother gets a lot of farm, takes down towers, and wins the game, or she gets screwed.
there we have it, Chad. We have the draft, but just before I read out that, gonna throw off this sponsor ads. Okay. So game number 2 of day 5 of MSL Dota 2 Kerala Minor coming at you with Team Val Val facing off against Team CB. For Team Val Val, we have Payback on the Invoker. The mana became God on Weaver. Tyrant on the Spectre. Bind on the Venomancer. Eero Sensei on the Pudge. And that is a... What's that? The Toy Pudge? Kid Pudge? What do you call that one? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Toy Pudge.
Toy Pudge.
Stuffed Pudge.
Stuff, but I didn't even get to read the other one. I got so distracted by that.
That is what you sound like.
So Team CB, we have Sauce on Medusa, Medeva on the Earthshaker, Lucifer on Oracle, Slayer on Broodmother, and Ghost Knight on the Sand King. Well, I actually got that through real quick. Straight away.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a level. That's a master tier.
Earthshaker.
Stings, don't it?
Absolutely, that is a master tier Earthshaker.
Everyone exchanging tips.
Tips being traded out, moves being thrown out. Chat, are you ready? Well, I don't need to say anything. It almost looks like they're casting their own game with voice lines. It was getting far too crowded. Earthshaker's master tier voice lines.
Got some really high battle pass levels. Looks
Yeah.
like the last time's winnings have gone there.
A casual battle pass flex. The master tier Earthshaker. The Medusa's face is sniffing Earthshaker's butt. Or she's sniffing his totem, yeah. Checking if he's cleaned it after the last Echo Slam. Meanwhile, what's happening in the Radiant side? There's no shenanigans of that sort. The item queue by Earthshaker. Are you looking at that, Lama?
Oh yeah. Rapier, first item. Moo indeed.
We are
Let's
missing
get
this
the game
pudge. What is
started.
this pudge? Toy Butcher. Yeah, we're right. This is the toy pudge.
Stuffed Pudge.
Fluffy pudge.
Yo, wait, why is the skin not there?
It is there, dude. Just expand. It's not on the portrait.
Let's shake things.
No, I don't see it.
Unlucky.
It's the normal ugly Pudge for me.
Oh wait, actually in the game, it's not the persona.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because he's disconnected. He's not in game.
Oh, does he have to be there for the skin to come?
Yeah, he's joined. He disconnected before the joining, I guess.
Ah.
Just gonna play a little bit of music while we wait. Pause champs in chat. Come on, guys.
Where is this Pudge?
You've done a great service.
Still on our eternal pause, aren't we?
Yeah.
是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
That scaled up version of that sounds really squeaky.
And a little bit irritating. That's even more annoying.
Oh Lord. We have the punch! There we go, it is game time. Unfortunately, his character model is still a regular pudge on game.
Sad.
We go chat. We resume. We're back into this game. Pudge is still not moving though. So I guess we're still waiting on
Yeah,
that.
he's back.
He is back. It's gonna be a little disappointed that he doesn't have his kitty Pudge on him, but
That's alright.
so Invoker against the Broodmother. This Broodmother is definitely like a cheese pick, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, let's see how the cheese pick works.
Feel free to start killing before that. We're not sticklers.
I mean, they did pick up the Earthshaker as well, which is a really good counter to the Broodmother. So, yeah. Tyrant is on the Spectre. He is playing safe lane. Invoker.
The battle begins.
Also interesting, they did put the Medusa bot lane though against the... And it's a solo lane top for this Sand King against the Weaver. So it's double tri lanes bot.
You're asking for tri lane, Danny.
Hmm?
You're asking for a tri lane.
Oh yeah, I was, but... Whoa.
You got two of them.
I didn't expect it to come out that quickly. Meanwhile, mid lane, Invoker against this. He's gone for the Quas Wax. I guess he picked up at one point the Quas with the cold snap onto his Venomancer already. I mean, Pudge is still sitting in the trees waiting for a possible chance of getting a really good hook. Weaver against Sand King. Interesting lane matchups.
Yeah.
But it'll all depend on. I'm pretty sure if this Broodmother gets away with the farm, then she's gonna accelerate really quickly, and that mid lane is gonna be really like you're gonna lose the mid lane really quickly if you step out of it. So she's gonna force to keep the Invoker there to defend for as long as possible.
Oh, Pudge gets the hook.
And Pudge does get a hook, and I think that is the first blood on the Oracle. We missed that beautiful hook, but we did see that entire transition. The voice lines. Coming out from both teams though. Mid lane, pretty even Steven between Invoker and this Broodmother. So Invoker hanging on. Broodmother does have 3 denies on her though. Venomancer might be dead here. She does fall to the Medusa. So both carries getting a little bit of a kill. But Pudge is walking a pretty... He is right-clicking this Venomancer. And, I mean, this Medusa, she's falling pretty low. Does get the hook off as well. But if he pursues further, he's going to fall. Pops a Fairy Fire to save himself. But no, he's just going to... He does fall eventually. So I like the bot lane. It's a little high action pack lane. Meanwhile, top lane, Sand King falling really, really low to this Weaver.
I think Weaver has the upper hand there.
Yeah.
As long as he keeps buying sentries and warding.
Clearly. So I don't even think he has a sentry. He's doing pretty well by himself. And yeah, he's pretty much high on the network. I mean, the CS chart sitting on top. Pudge get another beautiful hook onto his Earthshaker, who does get a stun onto the Tyrant on the Spectre, who might die though, and he does. They lose the Spectre. Meanwhile, mid lane, Broodmother going onto the Invoker. The amount of damage she's already got a level advantage onto him.
Yeah, and Invoker has gone Cosvex, you know, for the system.
Yeah,
that's good.
I mean, that is the only way he can survive this lane. I feel the Exort would have been a little too greedy for him.
I mean, with the Exort, I think he could have cleared those
Spiderlings. Yeah. But I still feel that's a risky play though. The Exort, because he's gonna be his damage oriented, but he's not gonna be able to be too active on team fights early on, right? And the regen is something he needs to stay in lane with this Broodmother. He's almost level 5.
And he's taking Invoker's farm.
Yep, absolutely. She's gone to that jungle as well. But meanwhile, they're going to look to go on to his Oracle now to secure this kill. Earthshaker does pop his Fisher to delay this, but that's not going to delay this further. Whereas in top lane, there is a kill on the Sand King. And Pudge gets a beautiful hook onto this Earthshaker. They are looking and chasing. Spectre does get the Spectral Dagger onto him. There is a slowdown, and she does finish it off. Meanwhile, Medusa cleans up this Venomancer.
Some really intense starting to the game.
4 minutes into the game, and we have 8 kills on the board. 4 kills each. I'm liking the pace of this game so far.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
There's already a scan coming out from Dire. They're looking for him. Broker does throw the tornado out, but
it's not enough damage to kill the Spiderlings yet.
Yep. I mean, he will have to combo it if he wants to if he wants to kill the Spiderlings. It has to be a tornado EMP in order to be able to get them, I suppose. But that's going to cost him a little too much at level 5. Meanwhile, bot lane, Spectre and Medusa both sitting at 4, at level 4 each. It is. Spectre does get rooted down. Are they going to look to go on to her? But there is a slow from the Venomancer to delay that push. Earthshaker does block out Pudge's progress towards the bounty rune, but nope. Pudge is gonna just hook that away and steal that one.
Oh, Spectre's falling really.
Spectre's falling really low. He could get nuked to the Oracle, who does have the Purifying Flames. He does heal himself back up. Meanwhile, top lane, the man who became god on the Weaver is level 6. He does manage to shut down this Sand King quite a bit. Pudge misses the hook onto this Oracle. Meanwhile, the Earthshaker with a wraparound from the back does get Gale down as well. So he's really, really slow. On top of which the Pudge is stacking up that rod. And Spectre with a one hit to clean up that and get the kill. Love the way how they're securing this last hits for Spectre. Pudge might fall to the Purifying Flame of Oracle. That is definitely. So they get one kill and they lose 2.
Medusa is happy that lane. She's getting the farm.
She is really happy with his lane. The Spectre is quite behind, but he does have the kills on his side. He's 3-1. Medusa is 3-0. Meanwhile, mid lane, Slayer with this Broodmother just dominating this section right now. Stealing the lane farm as well as his Invoker's thing. And she's running up onto Invoker. No, she's gonna quickly secure that range creep and walk right back. Pudge has rotated top lane though. He might look to secure a kill onto this Sand King. Is he aware of this though? I'm not too sure. He's looking to wrap around. He does get engaged on by the Weaver, which does force him to pop his stun. And he's dusted as well, so there's no way he's gonna go. He does sidestep the hook, aware that he's gonna come, but he's still got a dust on him. Does he? No. Oh, he does. He just manages to get away when the dust timing expires. Meanwhile, bot lane, Spectre being harassed one more time. Medusa has one Wraith Band above the Spectre. That is the farm.
I mean, if you see the net worth, Medusa is pretty high up there with almost 1k.
Yep. She's got her Yasha queued up as well. Meanwhile, this Broodmother going in for the Orchid and it's finished off a Soul Ring, so 500 gold towards the Orchid. It'll take a little while to get there. What is Invoker queued up though? I think he's gone in for the phase boots, correct? Yeah.
But still sticking around trying to get a hook on this Sand King. And he might try.
There are pings coming out, so Pudge telling his buddy, the Weaver, get ready. I'm about to hook. I'm about to hook. Meanwhile, Broodmother does get an Invis Rune, but she doesn't make anything happen.
I think she just wants the farm right now. She knows she's strong early game.
And she does go on to the Invoker, who does drop the Tornado onto her instantaneously. And walks back to the protection of his tower. But there is a dust thrown onto this Sand King as well. But they're not going to be able to convert that into a kill. Pudge once again missing that hook. Sand King with a sidestep. We have a bot lane. Earthshaker taking quite a bit of harass from those Plague Wards of the Venomancer. Spectre's still one level behind this Medusa. Right now, if you look at these graphs, both XP is just gone up and down, whereas the net worth graph is going up. Tyrant has been stuck in a wrong spot. He does pop his ulti and get out of there instantaneously. He has gone mid onto the Broodmother, but is that the place where he wanted to go? Broodmother looking at this, engage onto him, but they turn around. They're looking for this Broodmother now. She has no mana to fight with. She's gonna quick to run away. Pudge with the hook, and she's stuck. And they do clean up this Broodmother, so that's the engagement they're gonna be really, really happy with. Spectre getting the last hit onto the Broodmother. All that gold is gonna help his net worth climb. Meanwhile, bot lane, Venomancer left all by himself. He's surrounded by 3 different heroes. They're just gonna probably give that kill off to Medusa. She is a really happy Medusa. Regen Rune Invoker quickly manages to snag it up, but those Spiderlings deny that regeneration of mana. Well played by Broodmother there.
Radiant's bottom tower's still there, but not for long.
Medusa's about halfway to her Yasha.
She's
Back in mid lane, Spectre's already got a... sorry, what were you saying?
She's picking up her farming pace really well.
Medusa? Yeah, considering. I mean, I was just saying it'd be interesting to see a safe lane Medusa. We saw a completely different sort of setup right now.
Yeah. And you wanted the tri lane, so the tri lane as well.
Yeah, I've been heard. I have been heard. You know, up in top lane, Weaver doing really well. Spectre is just gonna farm the jungle right at this point. She has been forced out of lane. There's a tornado thrown onto Slayer. Venomancer is here as well. Earthshaker rotating into the mid lane. There are four heroes mid lane for Radiant now. They are looking to finish up on this Venomancer. I'm sorry, this Broodmother. She is really low. She's still dodging and going. We were chasing her further and further. She's sidestepping the hook, but they're committing so much to get that kill onto the Broodmother. They do get the kill, and Weaver's gonna just turn onto the Earthshaker, who does sidestep Sunstrike, but he's just gonna die to this Weaver. So all in all, Val Val, they do force a lot of heroes mid, but they make it work. Whereas they do lose the bot tier 1 tower to this Medusa and Oracle, who already has her Yasha right now. She's looking to make complete on that Manta. Whereas Spectre, on the other hand, she doesn't have anything really to sustain. I think she's going for the drums.
And all the kills on Team CB is on Medusa and Oracle. So rest of them not having such a happy lane.
Sand King had a really difficult lane against the Weaver, so Weaver certainly benefited off by sitting on the second highest net worth right now, above Broodmother also. Spectre finally getting a little space to farm up quickly. Broodmother does pick up the Brome handle, so that's a really good item on her considering she is melee, right?
Yeah.
Look, Weaver does pop the Shikuchi, looking to scout out this Broodmother, and a beautiful hook by Aerosense. It does catch out this Broodmother, who does get cold snap, and then an instant deletion. They clean it up really cool, and Spectre does manage to haunt in for that kill.
Aerosense getting off some really good hooks.
Sensei getting off those hooks that matter, and I love how Valve is playing. They're pushing Tyrant out to farm, and then they use the haunt to get him back onto this engagement to get that last hit and the kill cleanup. So that's really boosts him. Now he's sitting second on the net worth chart. So this Spectre is really coming back hard into this. He's catching up really well. But she has TP'd bot lane into this Sand King as well as this Earthshaker. But here is Weaver, there for the support. They might look to engage onto the Sand King. There is a Dust Runner as well, but okay, Sand King is going to quickly TP away.
This Weaver is really strong right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's absolutely strong, and the amount of damage coming out from him. Earthshaker quickly going to TP as well, but the hook securing that kill. Val Val with some clinical rotations. Mid lane, Broodmother is going to have to back away from this Invoker. She did leave her Broodlings there, who are just eating into Venomancer, taking a lot of damage as well. They might even run him down.
No, they can't. There is no web bow there.
Lucky for Venomancer. Oh, we have Medusa on the top lane. Still sitting on a mega kill streak, I suppose. She's got her Yasha. She's about, halfway to her Manta? Budge looking for the rune, but there isn't any runes in the river. We're up onto 15 minutes. 17 kills this entire game so far.
4 people, 3 of them converging on top. But can they do anything? And
CB put 3 heroes top lane. They are looking to convert converge onto this Weaver. Weaver is stuck in between all of this. Does pop Shikuchi to run away. Invoker has committed a cold snap onto this Earthshaker and finishes him off right away. Weaver from the backlines trying to be a little bit menacing. Does run into this Medusa. The hook misses and he does pop the bugs onto his Oracle, cleans up the Oracle as well. They're looking at running onto this Medusa. There it is, the dismember, the Sunstrike as well. Venomancer does pop his ulti on. He does catch 2 heroes as well. Medusa looking to TP away, but she's not going to get away to safety. Instead, she's going to find the grave, and they do clean up this Sand King as well. Team Val Val putting pedal to the metal right now. And a quick TP mid to defend this tower as well. These rotations from Val Val, amazing. What do you have to say for this, Lama? This is a really intense game right now.
I've seen Val Val playing before and how they rotate and how they make plays, and they are not disappointing. Although that Spectre had a really hard lane bot, he's sitting comfortable now, farming. He's the second highest net worth, catching up to Medusa.
And he almost has his diffusal. I think he's about 1100 gold away from the diffusal. So Medusa is going to really start struggling if she doesn't finish that Manta. And they did delay that Manta by getting that kill onto her, putting her in the grave for a amount of time. She's about, I'd say, what, 600-700 gold away from her Manta?
I guess so.
Yep.
Yeah.
She'll probably get there before the Spectre.
Yeah, they will, but I think Spectre's diffusal is more effective than Medusa's Manta.
Ace with the good spot out. Invoker has a Rod of 8 hours for this Medusa, for this Broodmother. Does pop the Rod as well. And they do run onto her. She's silenced. She's stunned up as well. Getting the cold snap after cold snap ticks. And Pudge with the lockdown onto the Earthshaker to prevent that Echo Slam from being hit. Hero Sensei with the hook onto the Oracle, cleaning him up, and they're running into under tier 2s, trying to get another kill. This Spectre will not stop. Sunstrike will land onto Ghost Knight, who's probably going to fall. This Sand King is dead. Medusa, the only one left right now, standing underneath her tier 3s near the racks.
Yeah. These hooks, man, these crazy hooks. I don't think he's missed a lot of his hooks. He's missed like 3 to 4 hooks maybe.
Yep. But he's landed all the ones that are important, especially the ones on the Broodmother. And I really love this Rod of 8 hours pickup by Invoker, ensuring that Broodmother cannot get away and gets hit by the EMP, and there's just nothing for her to do. They lock her down so hard. The Rod provides additional duration. Once the Rod ends, he does throw out the cold snap. And before that's over, there are 3 heroes on top of her. There's no way for her to go.
Wait, why are Pudge's illusion the toy thing, but he is not?
It's just a glitch, it's a bug. Because he disconnected us out of the game. It would have been nice to see the toy Pudge. I was looking forward to seeing the hook animation and the sound. Medusa, I think she has finished up her Manta. The recipe's on the courier, on the way to her now. Meanwhile, Spectre on the other hand has finished off her Diffusal Blade. Medusa does pick it up now. Grovebo on the Spectre, who I think might go towards the Invoker now. Weaver got a Sacred Relic on him. Casually.
Sacred Relic?
Hold on a second. Sacred Relic and double hammers queued up towards probably a nullifier, I suppose. Yeah. He's also picked it up for the additional 60 damage, you know, the output from that. So
yeah.
He's going to be hitting really hard now, this Weaver. Not to mention the alacrity if dropped on top of him.
Yeah. He's already really strong. I think after he finishes Deso, he's going to be even stronger.
Yeah. They're looking for this Medusa. Invos TP top lane as well. Pops the Ghost Walk. And do they have detection for him? He does pop the EMP on the Medusa. Burns all her mana. Medusa does pop her ulti to run away. Pudge with the hook. But Medusa's long gone before that. The tornado it's gonna connect onto 2 heroes and manage to land on this Oracle as well as the Earthshaker. Meanwhile, in the jungle right now, Broodmother going on to this Echo Slam connected onto 2 heroes, but I think he just missed the Weaver when he popped his ulti. Broodmother eventually falls to the Spectre. Invoker is there to control it up. Earthshaker does fall as well. And they do clean up this Oracle. Medusa on the run one more time. She has her Manta, but the Sunstrike does fall out to her. Wait, she doesn't get to TP away. She does get locked down by the Rod of Atos. And there we have it. They clean her up as well.
Okay. That's an entire team wipe, and nobody
That
lost.
is CB getting team wiped 20 minutes into the game. They haven't managed to get a single kill after 7 kills. That was like what? 12 minutes? That was their last kill.
Yeah.
And right now, Val Val just showing us exactly why they're to be fair. They're steamrolling through. 23 kills, 9k goal net worth lead. Their rotations, they're all over the map.
And this Weaver is really playing well, and I really like his build.
It's a very interesting build, yeah. He has gone for the Sacred Relic and then choosing to finish off the Desolator, and then he'll probably go back onto it for the Nullifier, I suppose, which is a really good item against the Medusa.
You know, can never tell.
Rapier. Somehow I feel like whenever you talk about a rapier, it is a potential. You gotta be scared, you know. Like one death could cost you.
I mean, I would love to see a rapier be picked up.
Yeah, I did think this. No, she's actually gone in for the Radiance. The Weaver has gone in for the Radiance. Interesting choice. We were thinking Nullifier, but she's gone in for the Radiance build.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Radiance on a Weaver. Huh.
I mean, I've never seen it, but it's working so far.
I mean, let's see how it works from now. Radiance.
Spectre on the top lane has finished off her Diffusal, and yeah, she does have her ulti up in 40 seconds.
Middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Dire, they do smoke, but they smoke. Did the Radiant get the vision onto that? I think they are aware. The Venomancer Plague Wards were there to catch that out, I guess. But Earthshaker does blink in onto the Weaver, does get a Totem Stamp and a Fissure on him, but the Pudge with the hook save, saving the Weaver away. Meanwhile, Invoker is caught up by the Broodmother, and she's probably going to clean him up instantly. And she does. There is the Epicenter dropped as well to ensure that kill. Weaver, meanwhile, does manage to get away from all this. It's just the one kill. Sorry?
That's Invoker's first death, by the way. And Weaver hasn't died a single time.
Weaver on 10 and 0. This man.
Oh,
A Pudge with another hook into the Dismember. Goodbye, Broodmother. Clearly, this Pudge does not like bugs.
I would be
Absolutely not.
really annoyed with this Pudge if I was in Team CB right now.
He's landing those hooks. He has spotted out Oracle as well. He does have another hook. There it is. The Spectral Dagger going to slow down this Oracle. And he actually managed to miss that hook. A Sunstrike being thrown out does land onto the Oracle, as well as meanwhile, Weaver cleans up the Earthshaker in the back lines and gets a Courier Snipe as well. They're going to look to clean up on this Sand King, who has the Spear Vessel onto him, and they clean him up. And all the way in the trees, Spectre cleans up the Oracle. Medusa on the other end of the map saying, I want nothing to do with this. I'm just going to farm right now. My Skadi, she is really far away from the Skadi. She's fallen really far. She's fallen 2 levels down the net worth tree. Spectre is sitting at 11k. We were sitting at a 12k. Comfortable.
I mean, it's the game started with both of them being equally strong, but now I think we can clearly see that Team Val Val won the last season for a reason.
Absolutely. I mean, they're looking for Roshan. Spectre's in the Roshan pit, so they're just gonna look to pick up an early Rosh right now, 25 minutes into the game, and I guess they'll look to secure it as well. Invoker has only 3 points on X-Sword and 4 on Quas. He's maxed out Wex. There we have it. Look, he does drop the Alacrity onto the Spectre. What is the attack speed now? 361.
And Weaver is here for some assistance, and he has the Yasha complete, going for a Manta.
Dire is scared of enemies.
We were going for a Manta, Radiance, Dragonlance.
Huh. It's all around the place.
I mean, I really like this build. It's such an interesting build. And I guess he's gone in for this luxurious build mainly because of the solo lane he got. And considering the early game he had against the
Sand King.
Sand King, yeah.
Maybe he is the man who became God.
Oracle does take out that ward. Instantly dewarded. The kind of vision Val Val have, they don't have any defensive wards. Everything's on the offensive. If CB steps out of their base, Val Val will know. Invoker, throw that tornado, connects onto the Sand King, who does manage to just borrow strike away to safety, dodging the Pudge hook. Because if he did get hooked, that would be it for him. Sand King does pop the static stun. I'm just gonna delay this push a little further now. Invoker has a scepter as well, so we're gonna see some cataclysms. He's queued up his BKB next. Spectre is a monster now. She's got her Manta, a Diffusal, has her Aegis as well, and a drum. Still 3 charges on it, so yeah, I mean, Venomancer is position 5, and he's doing really well. I mean, he's actually sitting on top of the Sand King, who was the off lane, who has a Hood of Defiance, and I think he's... What is he queued up there? Is that Lotus Orb? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Lotus Orb. Sand King has not had a really good game, especially laning against.
Yeah, he's not had a game, to say the least.
Man, level 20 on this Weaver, man.
27 minutes in, level 20, level 18 on this Spectre. Medusa is level 14.
Level 16 Invoker.
Level advantages. If you look at the graph, somewhere after 15 minutes, it's just been upward. It has just been an upward graph. Pudge missing the hook onto the Sand King. Gets a creep instead. Meanwhile, Slayer looking to wrap around from behind. Thinks about it and then walks back the moment he sees the Pudge.
Oh,
and he Pudge with the blind hook onto the Sand King. There is a bar strike as well from the Sand King to instantly take himself to safety.
Pudge wasn't expecting that hook to land, so he wasn't ready with the dismember.
CB right now, they've got nothing much to do. Weaver also has Mindbreaker. Good point out from their ace. The Mindbreaker, so that's going to be problematic as well if she does manage to land one hit on the Broodmother. In fact, any hero with one hit could potentially cost them with that initial silence. But there it is, Spectre's popped her ulti. They do rush in onto Slayer. They're throwing everything at him right now. The Sunstrike does fall as well. Meanwhile, Oracle dies in the background. Echo Slam onto 3 heroes. But Earthshaker stands no chance. The Echo Slam didn't do anything. Medusa does pop her stun, her ulti, and saves herself, but she's gonna die. Weaver with the dive. Broodmother with the buyback. Silences out the Spectre. But what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. She's man has ages.
You can't do anything here. And that's GG, I guess. There's no coming back from that.
I mean, they do have buyback, but there's no fight potential. They did pop the Echo Slam as well, but no hero, nobody died. Instead, the Earthshaker died after the Echo Slam.
Yeah.
Hey, who's Dyer's bottom tower? Dyer's bottom barracks.
What do they answer to this? There's
There
nothing.
isn't any answer. You just have to see your racks fall, and even if they lose one more hero right now, it's going to be problematic. They're going to jump on his Oracle, who does have buyback, instantly delayed it. Weaver jumping on a Cataclysm being dropped, and there it is. Broodmother is dead without any buyback. Earthshaker running back to the safety of his fountain. He's going to stay there, but he does get hooked out of the fountain. Where are you going, son? I'm going to finish you off. And there it is. Fresh meat indeed. The Spectre is still living through all of this. She still has her Aegis on her. They're looking to fight this Medusa. They're more or less fountain diving at this point. Somebody stop this man. Tyrant sitting in the fountain finishes off this Medusa. Eventually does fall, but that's his Aegis. Meanwhile, Pudge does, and Weaver on a godlike streak. Pudge, who does get another kill as well, hooks out the Oracle. Multiple buybacks, throws out another hook onto this Medusa. There
That's
is
true.
nothing that can stop this man. Absolutely. Val Val.
And this Oracle should join our streaming cast.
Dyer's middle tower's taking a setback. Is this how Dyer's middle
I mean, Spectre has a Monkey King bar as well right now, so you better run, son. You don't want to look back at the Spectre. The Manta dodge on the Fisher from the Spectre, running up to this Medusa now.
Dyer's middle barracks has
Well, Master Tier Earthshaker.
There is nothing that CB can do but watch their buildings fall while the entire Radiant team just sits in their base. Spectral dagger gets thrown on. They all run back to the base. Slayer has been stunned out for a second. He's looking to re-engage right now. Such a spread out fight. Weaver sitting, just holding one entire lane by himself right now with that Radiance. Meanwhile, Spectre gets another kill. He does aggressively ulti in. They all wait.
We're gonna die finally.
Is this a comeback? But no, there's a Cataclysm being dropped. Gets 2 kills. Earthshaker with the instant buyback. Still has his Echo Slam on him. He's waiting for the right opportunity. He still has the blink on himself as well. Is he looking to engage onto them? But no.
tower's under attack.
Weaver didn't die there as well. Does pop his ulti to save himself.
Yeah. And that's GG.
That was a good epicenter from Sand King, but there was nothing to follow them up with. And Val Val just too big. 43 and 8. Just call GG. They're looking to play this one to the very end. Weaver does get silenced and stuck, gets Fisher blocked as well. Echo Slam being dropped onto him alone. They do get the kill onto this Weaver. They finally kill him. But Pudge with a long range hook and the dismember onto this Broodmother. Good night, Broodmother. You have nothing to say. Go back to your little children while Spectre's just hitting down this Medusa back into the fountain. They
Now this is
haven't
just
left- Put them out of their misery, Val Val. End this.
I mean, at least the creeps are doing it for them.
The creeps are. There it is. Sand King does come back out to show himself, but good night. There is Medusa trying to step out, do a little bit. Oracle gets hooked out of the base. Medusa being poked and prodded at in the base. Venomancer walks up to sacrifice himself. Meanwhile, there it is. Oh, with the hook, but nope. Whoa,
There
wait.
you go. 30 minutes game. You asked for it.
My game just crashed. So is it over? I'm trying to open it back up.
Even your game couldn't handle this.
It was just too much. It was just too much, ladies and gentlemen. I was just like, what is going on? Everything froze and boom, my game closes. Oh my goodness.
You asked for a tri lane, you got a tri lane. You asked for
I wanted
game,
a
you
trial lane. We saw a trial lane. I talked about having a good Spectre game to watch. There we saw a good Spectre game. I mean,
and you asked for a 30-minute game.
I was looking for some high action packed game. We saw a really good early game, and then from mid to late game, it was just, I don't know. It was like Val Val taking a giant seal and just stamping it all across the map, saying this is ours, this is ours, this is ours, all the way to the base, into the fountain.
Well, at least they managed to kill Weaver once. So that's
So wait,
that.
they do have one kill on the Weaver. Okay, I'm not even able to join back into the lobby, so I cannot even showcase the graphs. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of game number 2. Thank you so much, Lama, for confirming that. I'm glad I had you there to cover it. But Val Val definitely making a statement there. That was an amazing game to watch and cast. It was just, the rotations were spot on. They were so clinical. It was everything we talked about during the drafting phase as well. We saw them do this last season, and they just come back even more cleaner and more efficient. Like every rotation had an outcome, objective, a kill. And the Pudge, to me, I think the Pudge and the Weaver were more or less the MVPs of that game. Both.
Oh yeah, the Weaver, especially the Weaver.
The Weaver especially. The Weaver players were outstanding. Oh, now having said all of that, that brings us to the end of this game. That is it. Take care. GG's, have a good time. we will see you guys tomorrow again. This is Dante Lama as well as Dark Ace, our observer from the casting panel, saying good night, GG's, take care of yourself, and be safe.